Okay, so let's talk hunger, because we know it can be a massive pain when losing weight. You know, it affects some more than others, but it's likely that if you're losing weight, you're probably going to feel hungry at some point. So what can we do to sort of prevent this a little bit, okay? Now, I want to make the distinction between sort of psychological and physiological hunger, okay? So psychological hunger is essentially you see food, you smell food, you even hear it being cooked, and that makes you hungry, basically, okay? So we're going to focus more on physiological hunger, okay? So, a few ways that we can help to blunt this, okay? Mainly using protein, fibre and water. These have the greatest effect on satiety, okay? So they help you to feel fuller both during and after eating, okay? So foods like meats, low-fat cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, whole grains, fruit and veg, water itself. Potatoes are also very satiating. They're actually the #1 on the satiety index. Black coffee is also an appetite suppressant. Slow eating as well, which is something that's not normally talked about. So everybody's probably heard the old adage, you know, it takes 20 minutes for your brain and your gut to come together to basically say, okay, we're full now. However, I can probably guess that most people don't spend 20 minutes eating a meal, okay? So essentially, you're not giving your body enough time to recognise that it's full. And I don't know about you, but give me 20 minutes, I can eat a hell of a lot of food, okay? So slow your food down, even if you have to push your plate away for 5 minutes. And literally, set a timer. Set a timer for 20 minutes. Say, right, I'm going to take 20 minutes to eat this meal and see how you feel. You're probably going to feel a lot fuller, okay? Also, regular meal times. This is a good one as well. So, essentially, our body gets used to patterns. Okay, so if we eat at regular times every day, our body anticipates food, essentially, and sends out things like hunger hormones. So, if you're eating irregularly, you can have your meal, and then, you know, you could get the hunger sensation, the release of these hunger hormones not long after you've eaten. Now, obviously, you're not hungry because you've just eaten, but because you're eating irregularly, you're not sort of aligning with these patterns, okay? So try as much as you can to eat at the same time every day, okay? And finally, I want to say that it's okay to be a little bit hungry because, I mean, let's look at it physiologically. You're eating less calories than your body needs to maintain its weight. So it probably makes sense you're going to feel a little bit hungry, okay? But this also goes into the distinction between physiological and psychological hunger, okay? So if you have gone 4 hours without eating and you feel hungry, there is no physiological need for you to eat, okay? Like, you're not starving because you haven't eaten for 4 hours. You're not starving because you haven't eaten for 12 hours. Your body can go a lot longer than that without food. This isn't a physiological drive and a physiological hunger. It's a psychological hunger, okay? And it's a perceived energy need by the brain, okay? So, whilst that seems, I don't know if that seems complicated, but it essentially means that, you know, just because you feel hungry, there isn't a physiological need for you to eat, okay? And that doesn't mean that you should starve yourself, obviously. Don't take that to the extreme. It just means that if you've eaten a meal and 2 hours later you're hungry, there isn't a need for you to eat, okay? It's just a psychological need, okay? And a perceived psychological need, okay? So again, that's just a distinction between psychological and physiological hunger, okay? So that's it for today, guys. Just a few tips to help, because, you know, like we say, hunger, it affects some more than others, but, you know, probably affects most people, and let's be honest, hunger sucks. So try these out. Let me know if any work for you. I always love it when people let me know that they've, you know, got something from it and tried it and see if it's worked, so please do that. As always, please feel free to interact on the posts. I always appreciate it, and it does send out the post to more people. So hit like, love, haha, wow, hit the share button, leave a comment. I appreciate it all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and I shall see you on the next video. Thank you.